One of the things that I feel with law enforcement is actually we've been given way too much authority. We've been called to do way too many things, and over time, from what law enforcement started as to what we are now is a lot different from the ascent or from the beginnings of what the job description was for in law enforcement. And I also thought that Tara had a good point about the power dynamic. And I'll tell you from personal experience, what's difficult for me from who I was 9 years ago to who I am today. And I tried, this is no disrespect to the sheriff's department because I love the department, I love what I do, but I try not to introduce myself as I'm Deputy Stedman. That's not my identity. I'm not a deputy sheriff. I work as a deputy sheriff and I love my job, but I'm a person before I'm a deputy sheriff. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This is all who I am, is my identity. And so, but oftentimes it's hard and we become jaded in law enforcement. And as I said, I've changed over the last 9 years because of the responsibility. Most people know, obviously on duty, we carry guns, but guess what? Off duty, we carry guns because we don't turn off law enforcement. We can't turn off law enforcement. When we carry our guns off duty, that's carrying the responsibility home. Maybe I'm not wearing my uniform when I go home and I don't wear it 24/7, but I'm always in my law enforcement mindset because I never know when there's going to be a problem that arises in front of me. When I take that oath, I don't just say, well, only on my working hours, I can only be a deputy sheriff. When I'm not working, I'm just going to turn a blind eye to everything that goes on around me. So we have to have that mindset. And it's difficult because when you get off duty and you try to have normal conversations with people, but it goes back to your law. Well, you can't go home and say, well, you're talking to your friends like, hey, you're an accountant. What did you do today? Well, I was crunching numbers. Hey, you're a deputy sheriff. What did you do today? Well, we showed up to a dead body call. It doesn't work. It's hard to have those interactions with people. And so one of the problems that we have, or that I have personally, is how do you turn it off? How do you turn off being law enforcement? And how do you turn off that part so that you don't have that mentality at all time, that you're guarding at all time? We're often compared as, they have the sheeps or the shepherds, and then the wolves that are coming to attack. We have to be shepherds at all time, because if we're not, then at some point our sheeps are going to get attacked. And so I thought there's been some good points so far that have been brought up. I thought that I think this is going to be a great discussion. I can't wait to hear some more of the comments. But those are just some of my personal opinions of if we can look to how we in law enforcement can find that way to turn off that mindset so that we don't have it affect every moment in our lives on duty or off duty.